Do you ever feel like you're learning to create designs and artwork based on somebody's tutorial? For example, I create tutorials on this channel and different resources like that, as well as many other teachers. And then you feel like you, all of a sudden, after you're done, you have very similar artwork to that tutorial. By the way, it's not necessarily bad. You can definitely follow a tutorial, create something like that. I wouldn't though call it your own artwork, and I wouldn't post it for sale if it's very closely reminds and uses very similar shapes and images and colors and style to the original tutorial. I have 5 quick tips for you how to create following somebody's tutorial, but from the start knowing that you can put your own twist in there so that your artwork is truly yours while you're still learning all of those tips and tricks from the tutorial or online course or what have you. Alright, my name is Oksancia. I have been a textile designer for more than 13 years, working for myself as an independent artist, illustrator and designer. And here are the 5 tips how to make your own artwork special and unique, yours, so that you can show it to people as yours and so that you can post it for sale. Do not copy other people unless you are not planning to use those artwork for sale. This is a no, you cannot copy other people in that way, but you can follow tutorials. I encourage you to. It is very important. This is how we all learn. Alright, so tip number 1. Before you start following a tutorial, I recommend that you look at the subject matter of the tutorial. Let's say it is a floral pattern with tulips. I want you to create a floral pattern with roses. Unless you're learning how to make literally draw a tulip, then maybe draw a little bit different shape of a tulip. But if the subject matter is not very important in that tutorial, please change that. So if it's cats, if there is a cat pattern with cats or illustration with cats, draw dogs. If it's tulips, draw roses or your favorite flower or sunflower or something like that. This is tip number 1. Change the subject of that artwork that you are following tutorial for. Okay. Tip number 2, make the lines in the original tutorial thicker and or thinner. So you can make basically you can make them doodle lines instead of nice and smooth lines. Again, if this doesn't really deter from the main point lesson in that tutorial, make the lines, let's say, smoother or wobblier, depending the opposite of what you see in that tutorial. This will give you a different style right away. Tip number 3, try a different layout. Let's say the illustration in the tutorial is vertical. It is a vertical border. You can start making a horizontal border instead. If it's something vertical, try horizontal. If it's something very scarred and sparse, try to make the elements bigger. So look at the composition and see what's the opposite of it. If again it's not the main thing that you're learning in the tutorial, you can play around with all the kind of design elements and design attributes of your work, looking at that tutorial and flip it to the opposite, and you will have already a totally different artwork. Tip number 4, change the medium if you can. Let's say the tutorial is teaching you how to lay out the elements in the pattern. But those elements are vector elements. Paint watercolor elements and try using those. Draw doodle scribbly ink elements and try using those. And do not exactly go for the same style if you're learning, let's say, composition. If you're learning the style, change the composition. Do you see how it is? See what's the opposite attribute and change that to have special pattern of your own. And lastly, tip number 5, have you already gone through another tutorial recently and you learned something from there? Use that you just learned from a different tutorial into this new tutorial. You can combine 2 tutorials together, use one of the aspects in that tutorial to mesh with the new one, and you will have a unique, fresh and different file to show. Alright, you guys, I hope my tips help you in creating more unique special files, even though if you're just starting out and following somebody else's tutorials, so that you don't fall into the way of thinking that, oh, I'm not sure if I can sell this, because it is very similar to the original tutorial. This way you will start working on the tutorials, learning and creating more and more original content and original designs, so that you can build up your commercial portfolio online and sell your license your artwork faster. Also, you never know if you might discover a special new style that is only yours with those tips that I just gave you in this video. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed my video, and I wish you the best of luck in discovering your own unique style. And please do not copy other people. Literally very good. It is not a good idea at all. Your career will suffer because of it. So I hope that these tips really help you develop your own style. Please make sure that you grab the copy of my free workbook that I created for you to teach you how to grow your pattern design portfolio much faster. It has full of awesome ideas, so I can't wait to see what you create with it. And there are plenty of examples of artwork there. I do hope that you apply the tips from this video to make those patterns your own. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to my channel if you want to stay tuned to the pattern vibe, of course. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!